Good morning, fourth graders. This is Mrs. Dina talking, and it's our sixth week. I missed you a lot. In this video, we're going to continue reading our lesson. The Earth Dragon Awakes, the San Francisco Earthquake of 1906 by Lawrence Yep. Selection illustrated by Juan Lee. But before we continue reading, let's describe what happens at first and then answer a few questions. The floor twitches. It plunges too. The neighbors scream. That's because they're scared and frightened. And Chin and Ah Sing's room crushes them. The ground level is smashed. The walls crack and crumble. And spurts of powdery plaster puff out. This is the dust. The ceiling drops down on them. Now let's move to the questions. Why do horses and cattle stampede in terror? They are frightened by the ground's movement. They are desperate to get away from it. They want to save their lives. Why do the buildings on Valencia Street get pulled underground? During the earthquake, the water underneath the landfill mixes with the solid materials, becoming a liquid and pulling the buildings under the ground. Now, why does Ah Sing decide to push Chin under the table? He wants to protect both of them from being hurt by glass and objects bouncing around the room. Now let's all open our books, page 310, and start reading together. 5:20 a.m. Wednesday, April 18th, 1906. Chin and Ah Sing's tenement, Chinatown. So this is the setting, time, and place. Chin cannot see. He cannot move. He can barely breathe. In the darkness, he hears his father cough. Are you all right, Chin? His father is holding him tight. Chin tries to answer, but dust fills his mouth and throat. So he simply nods. Since his father can't see him, Chin squeezes his arm. He presses on his arm. Then he shifts around so he can raise one hand. He can feel the tabletop, but its legs have collapsed, means the legs are broken. Fallen pieces of ceiling and wall have turned the space into a tiny cave. His father pushes at the wreckage around him. What is wreckage? Ruins. It won't budge. Budge means change. Want is the contraction of will not. He grunts or grumbles. Chin shoves with him. It means he moves his body. He carries his body with him. The whole ceiling fell on us. If his father hadn't pulled him under the table, he would have been crushed. But now they are buried alive. Overhead, they hear footsteps. The earth dragon's mad. A man screeches in fear. Screeches means shouts and cries. Here, cries Ah Sing. Help us, Chin yells too. From nearby, someone hollers. Fire! Hollers means shouts, yells, cries. The footsteps run away. Chin and his father shout until they are hoarse. It means their voice becomes very weak. No one hears them though. Trapped under the rubble, they will be buried alive. What is rubble? Debris. Now, it's your turn to practice reading page 310. Read fluently.